let's begin. Please have a seat on your mat with your legs crossed easily. I'm going to ask you to sit up really tall, and I have my singing bowl with me today. So if you'd like, please close your eyes and just let the music that comes from the singing bowl be like an invitation to enter sacred space, to enter that space within you that's a little bit separate from our daily interactions. It's really that part of us that we connect to, that's our higher self, our inner voice. So let's begin. And as you hear the music from the singing bowl just kind of trailing off into the distance, let your awareness drop into your body, into your mind, into your heart space. So you are answering the call of the invitation to be fully present. Let's bring the hands to the heart center, and if there is a personal intention that you would like to set now for your practice, please do. Collectively, we're going to work with the power of our core. Let's inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. 2 more times, inhale, fill the body with breath and light. On the exhalation, hands return to the heart space. And just 1 more, please. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Interlace the fingers and spin the palms skyward. Inhale, stretch your abdomen. Exhale, round your spine, stretch your low back, and contract your belly. 2 more times. So you inhale, you stretch the front and contract the back. 1 more time. Squeeze in the belly, stretch through the low back, and then reverse it. Stretch through the abdomen and contract in the low back. Hands to the thighs. Let's come into Sufi rolls. So you circle around in one direction. And that first little movement when we were reaching up and down, that was really for the front and the back. So for the 6-pack muscles, the abdominis rectus and the low back. Right now you're more in your obliques. So we're working with the entire core today with the belly, the back, the sides, the oblique muscles. 1 more big breath in this direction. And change sides. And you can kind of think of your core as like an inner corset, if you will. It's as though you have this band or this belt of musculature that can support you in everything that you do, whether you're sitting up tall or simply going for a walk. Let's do 3 more. And also, just as an aside, the core, in addition to helping us with all of our daily movements, it also helps us to breathe, deeper. 1 more big circle. And pause here. Okay, let's bring the hands onto the abdomen, and we're going to do a little bit of breath of fire. Remember, it is a very strong pumping action in and out of the belly, and there's a very, very sharp breath through the nose only. So you'll hear me exhale like that. Let's bring the hands to the belly, and we'll do about 27 of them. Ready? Begin. In, out, in, out, in, out. Exhale through the mouth. It's called Kapalabhati. Kapalabhati is breath of fire. It's also skull shining breath. It simply means that we're kind of turning all the lights in the house on. Let's come onto the hands and knees. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. Inhale, look up. Exhale, abdomen in. So it's that same action of stretching the belly and contracting the back. And then the opposite, stretching the back and contracting the belly. 1 more, please. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, contract. Good work. I'm going to extend my right hand forward and my left leg back. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the knee and the elbow towards each other. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. One more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Come out through extension and release. Inhale, look up to the sky. Exhale and around. So before we move on to the second side, I like to move back into cat and cow or rainbow and unicorn, whichever name you prefer. Inhale, exhale, round, belly in, flat back, right leg and left arm or whichever side you didn't do. Inhale here, exhale, contract. Two more. Reach and squeeze. And again, reach and squeeze. Come out through extension and release. Hands are on the floor. And take your time with this. If you need to bring your knees down, or keep your knees down rather, you can back up your knees into modified plank. If you have a little more strength today, tuck your toes and lift your hips. Traditional plank. So feel your core strength. Feel your palms press into the floor. Wake up your triceps. One more big breath. And downward facing dog. In your first down dog, feel your heels press down. You can pedal out the legs. And shift forward to plank. Lift one foot above the floor, let it hover. Try to keep your hips side by side. We're here for 5, 4, breathe, 2, switch. Other foot is up, just hover. 5, 4, 3, 2, foot down, down dog. We do have one more variation here. As you're ready, lift one leg up high to the sky. And if you want to take it up really high and take the feel-good stretch, go for it. But then please square your hips and find neutral. So we don't want to have that leg really open. We want the hips to be side by side because we're going to come forward. And again, just hold your plank. Try to keep the toes above the floor. If it's too much, you can drop them. One more big breath. Leg goes up and back. Feel good stretch if you want it. You just open and release. Other side. So when the hips are side by side, the pelvis is neutral. When you open it, you stack one hip on top of the other. Sometimes that feels nice for a breath or two. But then when we go forward, we do want the hips side by side just because it's kinder to the low back. Shift forward. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Leg goes up. Foot comes down. Look forward to your hands. Bend your knees. You can step or jump your feet to meet your hands. I'm going to turn around to face you. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale and fold a little deeper. And then rise. Inhale, arms to the sky, hands to the heart. Remember your clear intention. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your fingertips. And step back to plank, top of a push-up. So we've been in plank a few times. Breathe. Try to hold the pose without holding your breath. And knees come down, child's pose. Pull your hips really far back. Nice work. Go ahead and sit up. You can crisscross your ankles behind you and have a seat. So the muscles that are behind the six-pack muscles, the muscles that touch your spine, the very deep belly muscles, are called your transverse abdominis. I'd like you to lean back here and you can have your toes on the floor, knees are bent, and then lift the toes up to a 90-degree angle if you can. Now you'll feel a little something in your tummy, but if you lean back a little more, then you should feel that transverse abdominis. It's like there's this very deep fire in the abdomen. If this is not enough and you don't feel it, I'll give you lots of options so that you can. Option 1, straighten the legs. Option 2, straighten the arms. Option 3, take everything down halfway. Let's do this for repetitions, please. Inhale and exhale. And if it's too much, you bend your knees. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, 2 more. 2, and lift, and 1, and lift, and lean over your strong legs. Now that range of motion was forward. It was forward flexion. We were in the center. Now we can start to involve the obliques a little bit, and we can get into your waist muscles and feel that corset-like action even more. So please come back into boat. This is boat. Toes down is option 1. Toes up, option 2. 3 and 4. Okay? So here we go. We're going to come down, but this time reach over to one side. Down, reach over to the other side. If it's too much, toes down and then lift. You can open the arms. Again, for the challenge, legs are up. Totally up to you. And up. One more time each side. And up. Last one. And up. And relax. Go ahead and lay down on your back. Knees into the chest. And you can really get a good, strong feeling in the abdomen, a little bit of a burn in just a few repetitions. It doesn't take a whole lot of work to get that. Let's rock and roll side to side in our happy baby. Good. And we do have time for one last little abdominal exercise before we twist and lay down completely. So I leave it up to you if you'd like to bring your hands underneath your low back for support, or you can take them out to the sides in a T position. Legs up to the sky, and now we're going to move the legs side to side. Down and over, and switch sides. Try to keep the back of both shoulders down on the floor. And this is one of those exercises that helps to strengthen your yoga practice. It's also one of those exercises that's just a little bit deceptive, because you look at it and it looks like nothing. It looks like I'm just kind of waving my legs side to side like a windshield wiper. But when you're in the movement, you can feel that deep abdominal strength. You can feel the obliques assisting. You can feel how the core assists with your deep breath and vice versa. How about 4 more total? 4 and 3. You can do this. Just 2. 2. And for the last one, let your legs land into a twist. Try to keep the back of both shoulders on the floor if you can, and let the muscles of the spine release. So all those muscles that support the spinal column, they should feel really good here. You might even hear or feel a little bit of a snap, crackle, pop in your back. It's okay, it's just air releasing. And switch sides. Personally, I love it when my back cracks, but I know some people don't love it. So be gentle with your body. We're here for about 2 to 3 more deep breaths, depending on the length of your breath cycle. Nice work. And let's come back to the center. Bring the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to open Allow your arms to open as well. So you're in the shape of a butterfly, and let those butterfly wings spread out. Take up space. Let your belly stretch. Let your lower back lengthen. Let the obliques soften. And we're here for about 5 to 10 easy breaths. It doesn't have to be any kind of particular pranayama, any kind of particular breathing pattern, other than just a really soft, relaxed breath. Beautiful. When you're ready, you can straighten your legs, straighten your arms, enjoy a great big stretch from fingertips down to toes. It feels kind of like a little kid hanging from monkey bars. Get really tall and roll onto your side. And let's come up to seated. Nice. So that was just a little something for your core. It was a quick practice, but it's something that you can do even on a daily basis. I'll post it on YouTube if you'd like to repeat it. It's a very easy way to keep your core strong and engaged. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.